Hey, thanks for being here. My name is Paul. Today we're going to talk about the Samyang 14mm 2.8 lens. Is it any good? Can you use it for video as well as photography? Let's find out. The topic is this Samyang 14mm 2.8. It's also known as Rokinon or Bauer. I never planned to buy a 14mm lens, but I had to get one for a special project. I'm just using it more and more. You get so insanely different shots compared to even a 24mm. Now it's a manual lens, so the f-stop, you can hear the click. Now that's a little bit annoying because you will see those stops when you film. The focus throw on the lens is extremely long. So I'm going to turn it 1, 2, 3. So I need to turn the focus 3 times, which kind of makes little sense for a 14mm lens. Usually with a 14mm, you don't change the focus that much, so not an issue for me. Huge glass on it, so you can't pop any ND filters or polarizing filters on there easily. You can buy some specially made kind of boxes for it. It's quite expensive, so you will probably use this lens without an ND filter. Now, for picture, that is usually okay, but video, you will have a limit in how you can use the lens, as a ND filter will probably not go on this lens. As it is a 2.8 lens, you actually get some nice blurry background. Now, you might not need that for a 14mm lens, but you know what? It doesn't hurt, does it? It's fantastically sharp, even out in the edges. If you put it on 2.8, the edges won't be that sharp, but that's normal for most lenses, especially, when it comes to this price range. If you drop down the aperture just a little bit, you're gonna get pin-sharp images. The vignetting on the lens is not too bad neither. If you take pictures and put the lens model into Lightroom, it will automatically remove that vignetting. And you can also remove the distortion. A 14mm lens will have quite a lot of distortion, but you know what? I thought it was gonna be worse. You can also fix it if you have shot video in, for example, Premiere Pro or Final Cut. So you can fix the lens distortion quite easily and quickly in post, both for photography and video. Now, the lens is not stabilized. If you're filming it in 24 frames per second or 25, if you're walking normally, it will bounce quite a lot and there will be a lot of movement. If you have IBIS in your camera, that's going to help a lot. I found it to be better to use the 14mm filming in 60 frames per second, or of course 120 frames per second, because then you can get some really nice, smooth, interesting shots. So now I'm going to show you the difference of a 50mm that I'm filming with right now and this 14mm from Samyang. Let's check it out. It's going to be white. Zap! How wide is that? What? You can see all of my living room. You can see everything. You can see my lights. What? I mean, for me, it just opened up so many more possibilities. I just want to film more with it. I'm actually thinking creatively in a very different way now when I have such a wide lens. And especially since I have bought it, I feel like I need to use it, which kind of makes sense. I don't want to spend $250 on it and not use it again, only for like some specific jobs. What? So for what can you use a 14mm lens? You could use it for architecture, art, nature, toys, panorama, and they say it's very good for astrophotography. Never tried it. I should though. That would be awesome. Would I recommend this lens? Absolutely. It's one of the best buys that I've ever done. If you need to have a wide angle lens, consider getting yourself the Samyang 14mm 2.8. it's worth the money, I promise. Thanks for listening to me. Give the video a thumbs up, you know, all those things. Subscribe if you're not already, and have a great day.